This segment of the show is brought to you by the PGA Tour SuperStore. See why golfers everywhere are proud to call PGA Tour SuperStore their golf pro shop. Visit them online at PGATourSuperStore.com. Now back to Chris and more of the show.
And now back with me on the French Lick Resort guest line is Matt Corey. Matt is the Chief Marketing Officer, by the way, at the PGA Tour SuperStore, which, as you all know, is my favorite retail store of any kind. It's a golf and store wonderland in there, and a dad wonderland for all of you still wondering what to get Dad for this Father's Day. Ponder no longer. Get to your PGA Tour SuperStore, because what Dad wants is located in the store. And I'm thrilled to have Matt back with me tonight here on Next on the Tee. Hey, Matt, thanks for coming back on the show.
I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So, Matt, I want to start out by getting an update from you on how things are going so far for you guys this year. I know you're coming off a record 2017 with 15% comparable store sales growth last year. How's 2018 starting out for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, let's even start with a more literal approach for today. I mean, it's Women's Golf Day, right, nationwide. And last year we had just a fantastic level of participation. We think it's going to more than double this year. And then there's a lot of events literally going on right now all over the country in our stores. Really excited about it. And, we are really proud to participate in that event. And, and we're excited to see what happens over the next day or two when all the pictures flow in of all the participants nationwide. It's a great event, and give a lot of credit to Alyssa, the founder of that event. He was in our store in South Florida today, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for us to participate in that, and it's just one of the many things that we do to try to go beyond just selling products at prices and services and things like that. It's participation. It's helping people understand the game, love the game, and get them inspired.
Yeah, take that a step further, Matt. Talk about the different events that you guys hosted and had available in your stores.
Oh, absolutely. It's fun for us. So, our roots are with the Home Depot, right? Our owner, Arthur Blank, and our CEO, Dick Sullivan, when they were at Home Depot, they launched all of the kids' workshops where you could bring your kids in and build a birdhouse or a picture frame. And we've sort of taken that same approach. And every single month throughout the entire country, we host kids clinics where kids of all ages can come in, and whether it's learning the basics of the game or coloring their own golf ball, and learning how to putt, to kids that are a little more advanced and want to work on their short game or get in a simulator and, get off the tee straighter and longer. And so we do this throughout the year. We also, of course, are a big sponsor and partner with the First Tee. And not only host events with them, but give back financially to them every single year across the country and all of the chapters in our local markets. And and things like custom fitting and other events and things that we do in our stores to again make sure that people understand that we're not just there to sell a product; we're there to help them. There's so many fun stories, Chris, that we have of people walking in the store just dead set on buying $1,000 set of irons. And we will tell them, nope, we're not selling you any clubs today because we need to fix your swing first. Like, we need to help you. Let's give you a lesson. We'll even give you a lesson for free, and we'll help you fix your swing because we don't want to custom fit you to the wrong swing. Let's get you adjusted a little bit and then get you custom fit. And that's how we've been very successful. It's not just big, beautiful stores with a ton of stuff. The people in our store and the relationships we build with customers is just second to none.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I love about the PGA Tour SuperStore, my local store here at Kennesaw. Great people in there. Was just in there last weekend getting my golf clubs regripped for my buddy's tour here coming up this weekend. But it sort of is the relationship, and I think that's something that is unique to what you guys are doing, because as you relayed there in the story, Matt, it's not just about product and sales and let me just see how I can get you into this set of irons or this wood and get you out the door and on your way, and now we've made that kind of money. Talk about the idea that you guys have. It's really about building long-term relationships, because you want people like me and our listeners to continue to come back through that door multiple times, not just be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, and we're by no means perfect there, but and we've got a long way to go as it relates to really learning everything about our customers and giving them back their data and their lesson videos and a seamless experience on our website, a personalized experience for them. And we're going to work on all those things over the next year or two. And when you save your lesson videos or your data from your practice sessions when you come in as a loyalty member and work in our practice bays, presenting that data back to you and giving you smarter tips and more content is something that we're really going to be focused on over the next few years. But hopefully it starts with a foundation of people in your local store that want to help you play better, period, end of story. And hopefully they start to treat you, Chris, when you walk in the store like Norm from Cheers, and if they're calling your name out, if they really begin to learn about your game and say, okay, now last week or 2 weeks ago when you were in here, we were looking at your swing and we were going through this lesson. Now what have you, how are you progressing? Let's talk about what's next. And it's building those relationships, not just from a lesson perspective, but just getting to know you a little bit more. You talk to our general managers around the country, they could probably name anywhere from 50 to 100 customers that they know by name, every store across the whole country and maybe more, where they know what a player is looking for. And when a player walks in, if that player is, loves TaylorMade or loves Callaway or Ping or Titleist, they're partial to a particular brand. They can make sure that they steer that customer to, hey, there's some new stuff that just came out from Ping or from Callaway. And I want to show you this. You should take a look at it. You should go demo this new driver or this new club. So that's where it starts. And as the world gets more and more digital, understanding you from a data perspective and how we present that data back to you through our website, through more personalized email communication, that's the next level. If we can get to that level and really learn about you, imagine what we can do when our store associates know you're working on your short game, but then suddenly digitally, we're sending you all these great videos. Maybe there's a video from Callaway and Phil Mickelson on how to hit a flop shot or how to chip better around the greens, or all kinds of good content that can really, really inspire you to play better. That's generally not available on marketplaces, like Amazon or Walmart.com, et cetera. And the relationships our people build, no computer can do that, right? But we can provide a better shopping experience and content experience for you going forward. And we're really excited about the future, that's going to build on the great relationships we hopefully have from a person-to-person perspective in our stores.
And Matt, you've sort of touched on a little bit so far about some of the things that you guys offer, some of the services that you have in your stores that you don't necessarily charge for. You mentioned a free lesson a moment ago, but talk about some of the free things that people can come in and have done, whether it's to their clubs or for their game.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it stems from just the expertise, knowing that, you, whether you're a golfer or not, can come in right now and talk to somebody who's going to find you the absolute perfect gift. It's almost like a personal shopper. So, the non-golfer, especially in these 2 weeks, that comes in saying, I got to get for Dad, but I don't know what to get him. We can help lead that person to a great gift idea. They can feel confident coming into our store that they don't need to worry about being intimidated by not knowing golf. We will help them, period. So for all the golfers out there listening, make sure that that subtle hint to your spouse and your kids, et cetera, is, hey guys, just go down to PGA Tour Superstore. If they're going to help you, oh, by the way, here's a few brands I like, or whatever it might be. And our people will absolutely, dial them into the right gift idea. And that's part and parcel to what we do. We also will have, pros that will sit there and fit you, certified fitters. We do custom fitting for free in every store nationwide. We have a higher end fitting experience that gives you a few more options from a shaft perspective, et cetera, that is also a really cool experience that we have in about half of our stores nationwide and expanding. But in every store, we will custom fit you to the right product for free. Not a lot of people can say that, and that's a pretty cool service. So between that and the kids clinics and other things that we do, Women's Golf Day today. I mean, when we're hosting, every single woman coming in today is going to get a voucher for a free lesson. So that's pretty cool. And so that's our core purpose. That's just a part of our DNA. And, our stated core purpose is to inspire people to play their best and grow the game. And we believe our responsibility in growing the game is doing the things that help people have more fun on the golf course, period. And if we can do that, then we help grow the game. So, so those are just a few of the things, Chris.
And Matt, as you talked about, Father's Day right around the corner. What are some of the hot items this year that people should be running out to the PGA Tour Superstore and getting for Dad, or for those, like you mentioned, who aren't sure what to get for Dad? What are some of the cool things this year?
Well, the first thing I'd say is it's super easy for anybody to go online to PGATourSuperstore.com, and we've got a gift guide right there front and center with hand-picked items in every category. If they're thinking, oh, I know my dad needs a new pair of shoes, we've got great gift ideas, including the Nike Roshi shoe. Nike has basically taken their famous shoe from a running perspective and training perspective, and they've made a golf shoe out of it, and we're killing it with that shoe. Doing very, very well. If they're looking for some high-tech gadgets, there's rangefinders and GPS watches. The new Bushnell Tour V4 that allows you to switch back and forth from being able to see slope to not seeing slope. If you want to play in a tournament, it's very cool new technology. And so that's a great gift idea. Golf balls are always good. His dad is going to lose them, whether he's a 2-handicap or a beginner. So golf balls are easy. And then I'd say, on the golf club front, what's really cool about us is we've got a performance guarantee. We've got a playability guarantee. And so, if you're not happy with your club purchase, you can bring it back. And that playability guarantee gives a lot of people confidence to buy a product, knowing that if Dad doesn't like it, he can bring it back. We're going to take care of him. So between those sort of gift ideas and the variety of different clubs that you can buy, the Rogue drivers, the M3 and M4, the twist face technology is absolutely fantastic. The Ping G400 or Titleist wedges. I'd also say, guess what? Every dad needs to improve their swing. So there's nothing wrong with buying a single lesson or a lesson package. And that's also a great gift idea. So there's a variety of great things out there, but I encourage people just to go online and spend some more time doing some research.
Matt, just a couple more before we let you go. And you said, golf ball's always a good idea, and I agree. Always a great gift idea, because you're right, we're all going to lose them. But you guys offer a golf ball fitting experience, which is also free. Talk about how you help us determine which golf ball is the best one for our game.
Yeah, there's the technology that we use in our simulators is powered by Foresight, and it's pretty cool. You don't need any markings on the ball. You can literally get in the simulator and test a variety of different golf balls. That the technology will detect everything that you need to dial in which ball is best for your swing. So the spin rate on the ball, the distance, and all of the other key metrics to measure the effectiveness, the ball flight. Are you getting the right loft on your ball? Are you getting the right carry with that particular ball, and rollout? And so all of the key metrics that the pros look for when they're deciding between one ball and another is also available to consumers each and every day. So, they can come in and do ball fittings. So, it's certainly something that, if you've got 30 minutes, it's well worth your time, because then you never have to wonder about which ball is best for you. So that's another great service. One other thing I'd say, Chris, is you mentioned earlier, and I didn't respond quickly enough to it. I'm so excited about moving on and talking about all these cool things that are going on. Business is great, by the way. Yeah, we did have a great year last year, and we continue to have a really terrific year. So we're up a strong double-digit comp business so far this year, on top of 15% last year. So we're we're really seeing strong growth. And what it's allowing us to do as a business is expand faster. So we pour our money and our profit back into opening new stores. So instead of just opening 3 or 4 stores a year, we're on a pace to open 5, 6, 7 stores a year. We have 33 stores nationwide today. We'll have 50 in the next 3 years, and we're not going to stop there. So, we are looking for great real estate all over the country that fits our size and model, and hopefully the listeners that are in markets where we don't have a store yet won't have to wait too long.
One more, Matt, and you talked about a moment ago the higher end experience that you guys offer, and to me it's sort of reminiscent of getting to feel like a pro for a few hours, and that is coming into your fitting van experience. Looks like a wonderful thing, getting fit sort of from the ground up, if you will. Give us a sense for what the fitting van experience is like.
So it's in about half of our stores today and growing. We continue to expand that. It's a private appointment-based, session where it's a little more involved. It gives people more choices and a little bit more data and technology to dial in the exact perfect club for them. And so for the individual that wants that private environment, these environments that we set up in our store for the fitting van experience are behind a wall. There's more shaft options. There's more combinations than our regular fitting, which we do every day anyway. It's just a little bit of a more high-end private white glove type of experience. And it's been really, really successful. I mean, to the point where we continue to roll this out. And when you have more shaft options, you may end up spending a little bit more on a higher end shaft, for example. But for a lot of people, they're willing to spend a couple more dollars if that's what they choose to do, because they're seeing a little bit better distance or a little bit better control on their shots in that example. So in that private setting with access to a little bit more technology and a little bit more choices, a little bit more combinations for their fitting.
Matt, remind our listeners, how can they follow PGA Tour Superstore, whether it's online or the different places out on social media as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, Facebook, etc. Very easy to find us just by searching PGA Tour Superstore. So through all the social channels, I encourage people just to come sign up and get emails via our website, because you're going to get access to a lot of the cool new stuff that comes out and some special content as well. But Chris, before we leave, I got a question for you. Have you seen our Jason Day TV spot for Father's Day?
I have, and I tell you what, that is one cool experience. I mean, it really gets you. And I've got 3 kids, so it gets you on an emotional level for sure.
Well, if they haven't seen it, they can go to YouTube and find it on our YouTube page. They can also see it on our website, and it's running on Golf Channel, and it's going to run during the St. Jude nationwide on CBS. And so we're excited about this campaign. And I'll tell you the one reason why is a lot of what retailers do. When we set our stores, it's all about products and gift ideas. When we set a website, we've got our gift section of the website, right, with hand-picked gifts. When you use TV, how do you cut through the clutter, right? How do you touch somebody emotionally? How do you connect emotionally with golfers? And that's what we've tried to do with this campaign, showing Jason and Dash and Lucy. And so I hope people like it. I hope people go to PGATourSuperstore.com, click on the Dad's Center, and you'll be able to see the commercial there. And like I said, just stay tuned to Golf Channel. You'll see it there as well. But it's designed to not sell T-shirts and shoes and hats at price points. It's designed to say, you know what? Hopefully when you think about Dad and golf, you think about PGA Tour Superstore. And Jason was great. We filmed him up in Ohio a few weeks ago, and he and his whole family were absolutely terrific. So we're pretty proud of this campaign.
Well, Matt, you know what's pretty cool and pretty great is getting to spend some time with you. I always have such a great time listening to you share your stories and your insights and about the great things that are going on within your outlets. It's all fantastic stuff. And again, kudos to the guys over at the Kennesaw location. Did a great job replacing my grips here this past weekend, thanks to my good friends over at Golf Pride. But wonderful experience every time I walk through those doors. And I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your night to come back and be a part of the show again tonight.
Thank you for having us on. We appreciate it. And thanks for being a great friend of PGA Tour Superstore.
I appreciate you, Matt. We'll catch up soon. In between now and then, all the best to you and your family.
Thank you. Likewise. Take care.
See you, Matt. That is Matt Corey. Again, he is the Chief Marketing Officer at the PGA Tour Superstore. Folks, I'm telling you, it's a dad wonderland. As soon as you walk through that store, when those doors open, boom. It's fantastic inside there, and you're going to find something great for Father's Day. They're great people in there, and I enjoy going in there all the time just to check out what's new and get in the simulators and see what what's the buzz about this driver or this iron or these new wedges from Titleist and the twist face from at the M4 and the M3 from TaylorMade, which is again outstanding. If you haven't hit it, you need to go check it out because it's keeping my drive straighter than they've ever been. So kudos to those folks and kudos to Matt and the PGA Tour Superstore. Just love being in their outlets.